It occurred to me this morning that I haven't started the Mustang in days, and the battery's been draining every time I have the trunk open because that light in there isn't an LED, unfortunately, so hopefully the battery's not dead. I'm gonna go ahead and start it and remind the neighbors of why they hate me. So in the last video, I did a lot of talking and explaining about every step that I was doing with the bumper and everything like that. In today's video, there's gonna be a lot less talking, and I think I just need to put my head down because everything I'm doing in this video is kind of just a reflection of what's been going on in the past video. So if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend you go and watch that before watching this video because it might just seem like a lot of nothing. It doesn't really look like progress is happening because every single change that I do to the bumper with the sanding and the molding is very minute. It's like a fine wine of a YouTube video. I don't know, it's a little bit hard to explain, but I'm gonna be putting a lot of work in today. There's still construction going on at the neighbor's house, so with the background noise and everything, it's kind of hard for me to talk in the videos at the same time. So today's video is like a B is for build style video, and I'm just gonna be putting my head down, a lot of time lapsing, and trying to get as much work on this bumper done as I can.
Days later.
After a couple days of just sanding the bumper by hand and just not making any progress, I finally decided to make a purchase that could be a game changer. I'm not entirely sure. The product had some decent reviews on Amazon, of course, because I can't afford like really expensive power tools, but basically I bought a sander. So this sander was like $25 on Amazon, so obviously I'm not expecting the most high quality thing ever, but so far it's pretty decent from what I can tell. I honestly won't really know until I start sanding. One of the biggest complaints I saw on this thing was that it doesn't take off that much material, but in my situation that's actually better because I want it to go slow. I was avoiding using a sander for a long time because I didn't want to take too much material off and then just be taking like one step forward and two steps back. Hopefully this doesn't take off too much material and I can use it to be more efficient. God, every time I've got the garage door open and I'm working on something, there's always just some old dude or some old lady walking by and they're just like, like looking over. I don't get it. I mean, not that I expect old people to understand what I'm doing, but it's kind of no different than if I was just doing construction or something. Like, I'm building, just leave me alone. So we're making a bit of progress here. Of course, this lip is gonna need to come up even more. I said that in the last video too, and just after doing tons of layers of like molding it on and then sanding it down, it's gonna take a while. I'm thinking I might actually do a little bit of work off camera. I'm not entirely sure yet, but the overall shape is doing pretty well. This body line has stayed fairly consistent. Of course, there's a couple little discrepancies and it's not super ideal, but this fiberglass Bondo does a really good job. Honestly, I don't think this stuff works as well when you put it on wood or metal. Like, it definitely works, but it works super good when you're putting it on raw fiberglass. So since this bumper is raw fiberglass, you can just put the fiberglass Bondo on it and it just becomes one. Like, it just bonds super well to it. So that's kind of what makes all of this possible, is the fact that I'm putting fiberglass Bondo on fiberglass. Please get off TikTok. My video is gonna get demonetized.
Is that TikTok in the background?
No, the music.
I'm aware.
Okay.
What? What?
I'll cooperate.
Are you done? Okay, so this has been requested a lot over the last year, and I find... Shut up!
Alright, cut.
Alright, cut. We're doing it again. I finally decided that I'm going to do a Q&A style video. So today, I was just going to do this by myself, but then Kaylee was like, can we ask you questions and then you answer them? So I've sent you both the credentials. If you please check your Snapchat.
Oh, God.
So they're going to ask, and I'm going to answer. Also, I wanted to do it here because they have this lovely background in their living room, and my house is full of boxes for car parts, and it's not
fast
great.
food garbage.
Yeah, and fast food. Well, not really that much fast food, but just like random garbage.
Like you.
Yeah, especially me. Let's get on with the questions. I've also made these completely anonymous so that way they can't bully you guys. I went ahead and crossed out your names and everything. It's nothing personal, they will make fun of a brick wall. So I've been living with them for a year. Well, not here, but on the other side, and it's still bad. So
there's a lot of content to make fun of too. Are you ready for your first question?
I'm ready.
Question number 1. Where can I buy those Halo headlights?
God, you made it so intense. I was expecting like one of Kaylee's questions that
Why
she
are you
put in
doing
there.
that?
The Halo headlights. The Halo headlights, you can buy those on eBay. Just look up 05 to 09 Mustang Halo headlights and they'll come up. Look up the smoked lens ones too. They're great.
Will you ever do a rating my subscribers or followers video?
Probably not. I don't know. I don't really do the like rates. I don't like, everybody's got their own build. It's kind of just, I don't know. It's all personal preference. But if you guys really wanted to see a rating video, just leave a comment and maybe I'll do it. If there's enough interest, I will. But as of right now, no, I don't plan on it.
Are you thinking about doing any new, smaller projects?
Like, you guys want to see me do like DIY home improvement? I don't know what sort of smaller project. Like,
I want to see you knit.
you want to see me knitting? Today we're gonna be creating a portfolio to organize my box tops. No, probably not. I have a lot on my hands right now. That's the answer. Next question.
How much money have you put into the car to get to this point? Nice job. Keep it up.
Oh boy.
Thumbs up.
Thank you. So the car itself was like $9,000, and right now, complete transparency, I think I'm like $19,000 into the Mustang. Shut up. Okay, this is a judgment-free zone.
No, it's not.
I know I have a problem. I'll deal with it. Okay, just hit me with the next one.
What got you into Mustangs?
I just like them. They're just cool. It's a good platform for modifying. I think a lot of times people are like, oh, you're a Mustang guy. But it's like, I kind of just like working on cars, and Mustangs are a cool platform that I can really make something that's super unique. But also, like, the Z platform is a pretty awesome platform for that too. And
I'd say.
yeah, bias on this guy's behalf. But I don't know, it just kind of like, it stood out to me when I was looking for a car because it was something that I felt I could make unique. But pretty much any platform that's easy to modify is a good platform for me. So I don't know if that answers the question. I just like Mustangs.
No, not really.
I don't know what got me into them specifically.
Are you going to be doing another build?
Yes, the 944 soon. I just gotta complete the body kit on the Mustang first. After that, I don't know. I think I probably want to get like a JDM car, but I don't know. Dude, my stomach? Have you guys been hearing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
How'd that bumper doing?
Next question.
Why are you such a dumbass?
Serious question.
Serious question?
Serious question.
I don't know. If anybody can give me any insight or maybe like a diagnosis, I'm all ears.
You really let people do that to you?
Oh yeah, leave a comment. Tell me why I'm a dumbass.
What are your plans for the 3V boosted?
Sean,
Or do any kind of swap?
what are your plans for the 3V? Oh, the 3-valve. Boost it
Oh.
or do any kind of swap? I would like to boost it
Great
at some
grammar.
point. Yeah, sorry, they're roasting your grammar. This is why I made it anonymous. They're rude. They're very harsh. I understood what you meant. I would like to boost it eventually, but
See the
but you know, a supercharger is like $5,000, and I'm working on the body kit and stuff, and I also have the 944, so we'll get there eventually. But I need to have another running car because I'm not going to boost my daily driver. That's just, it would break. I'm sorry. I just can't do that. Next question.
cut. Just so you know that that's supposed to be cut.
What's some advice that you would give your past self?
My past self. Just break up with her, honestly. That's my past self advice. Let it go. And on a serious note, just don't do what your friends tell you to do. I think I wanted to start this channel like way before I actually did. And in hindsight, as soon as I had the urge to start making YouTube videos, I should have just immediately been like, yep, this is what I'm doing now. This channel would have like 3 or 4 more subscribers by now if I did that.
What are your future plans with the car?
Future plans. I want it to be faster. It's kind of weird to think about, but after I have the GT350 body kit done, I think like aesthetics wise, it's pretty much gonna be done. I would like to get it resprayed in the future so that way like it's one consistent color without paint match or wrap or anything like that. But for the most part, I would say like aesthetics wise, I'm almost there. So I don't really have that many future plans for it as far as that goes. And then of course I want to supercharge it at some point, maybe built engine. Not entirely sure yet, but I want it to go fast. It will be a fast car. I'm not going to turn it into like a stance build or anything like that. So that's the future plans right now.
Do you gonna paint or wrap the Porsche?
I kind of like the red color that's on it, although I have some plans, so it might need paint. It'll probably need paint at some point. Paint is also expensive, and so I think I might do the vinyl wrap route for what I have planned. You guys will see. It's going to be great, but I know I keep saying that, and then I don't upload for a week, but yeah, just trust me. The Porsche is going to be awesome, but I think it might get wrapped before painted, but that's a long ways down the road.
Any change to the color of the Mustang?
Yes. Next question.
Other than black wheels, what color would you go and what stem wheels?
What?
Other than black wheels, that's part 1.
Yeah.
Part 2 is, what color would you go? And then part 3 is, and what style of wheels?
Other than black, I think I'd probably do silver. I made this little like Snapchat rendering when a friend of mine was selling his silver wheels. I actually kind of liked the way that the silver looked with the gray. However, I just really like black wheels with the gray. I just think it looks good. A lot of people say it's uncreative, but I mean, it's an option. I don't see why it gets like shunned so much. Maybe like a gunmetal gray might look good with the silvery gray.
Agreed.
I've seen like lighter grays with darker gray wheels. Either that or maybe like a bronze, but I know that can be kind of hit or miss. I definitely wouldn't do like a white or red or something like that. And as for the style of wheels, right now I don't have any sort of lip. I just have like a high offset wheel, but it might be cool to get some deep dish wheels or just a wheel that has a lip. Those always look kind of good. That's my answer.
When you gonna stance the Stang?
Never. I don't do that. Not the Mustang. I want the Mustang to be fast, and if it's a stance car, then I'm just going to be breaking stuff that I don't want to break, and I'm going to keep it static because I don't want it to be on bags, so it's not going to be a stance car. I'm sorry. One day I'll build one, but...
We all want answers to this next question.
Oh boy.
Are you gonna finish the Porsche? Porsche? Excuse my
Yes,
language.
I'm going to finish it. Right now, the engine is ready to go back in the car, but I have to get the transmission out of the car, which means I need to push it into the garage backwards. Pull the transmission out, and then flip it back around, put the engine in, flip it back around again, and put the transmission back in. So there's a lot of work coming with the Porsche that I just haven't really been able to do by myself, and I'm going to need to figure out, like, maybe I can get people to help me back the Porsche into the garage.
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
Yeah, so you can see my dilemma. There's some work that needs to go in, but pretty soon. I just decided I wanted to focus on the Mustang while I still have some warm weather left, because the Porsche is something that I can do in the wintertime.
Why is the Earth flat?
Well, because if it was round, then...
Shut up. Just shut up.
Yeah. I'm not answering that.
Why are you the way that you are?
God, no! God!
Why am I the way that I am? I don't know. I wish I could answer that too. I've been wondering the same thing myself for a while.
I could give you some answers, but I won't.
Let's hear it.
No.
You get the spotlight.
No.
I'll zoom in on your face for you in post.
No.
Is a GT350 conversion worth it?
Honestly, if you just want the front bumper and you get lucky and you order it and it doesn't have that many like problems, because I've seen some of you guys have reached out to me and showed me that when you ordered it, it kind of fit right on and you didn't have to do that much work on it. Yes, I definitely think it's worth it. However, if you get one that's like warped and has a bunch of holes like mine did, it sucks. The bodywork and all the sanding and the fiberglass, like, it's not fun. As far as the rear bumper goes, I've only seen one other car that has it, and they took it to a professional to have them installed. And as far as doing it all by yourself, I honestly don't recommend. I would say if you don't have the time to do all the bodywork, I would just, work some extra hours if you can, save up money, and then just pay a shop to do the bumper conversions for you, because having all the professional equipment and tools and knowledge, that's what they're for. That's what body shops do. And in my case, I'm making YouTube videos about it, so it kind of pays off and it's sort of like my job, but I'm definitely not compensated on the level that a body shop is, and I don't know if mine will ever be at the perfection that a body shop would be able to get it to. So is the conversion worth it? If you have the money to pay a shop to do it, then, and you really want it, then yes. But if you're just doing it by yourself, I honestly just don't recommend doing it. I know that's kind of sad, but there's a lot of other aftermarket bumper choices that look really awesome and they bolt right on and you don't have to modify them with Bondo, and I don't know. It's up to you. If you know what you're doing, then do it if you want it. But if you're trying to be realistic, maybe don't.
Last question.
Last question. All right.
Favorite mod?
I mean, probably the front bumper, the GT350 bumper. I love it. If we're talking performance mods, the exhaust and intake, some people swear it gives more horsepower. I kind of don't think it makes that much of a difference, but as far as drivability goes, the short throw shifter will make you actually faster. Being able to shift quicker is going to make you faster than a cold air intake will, probably. In my opinion, I just don't think that it makes that much of a noticeable difference. It does a little bit, but the short throw shifter I think is more important than having a straight cut exhaust or anything. So performance-wise, probably the short throw shifter. Appearance-wise, either the taillights, the Vector taillights are awesome, or the front bumper. All right, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little Q&A session. I'm gonna go ahead and hand you guys off to future Kaidan because, yeah, he recorded something for this past self. It's getting kind of confusing. This video has been spread out over a week now, but yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec.
I got the ending.
Cut it. Alright, so it's been a little while since the last video went up, and that's just because I had a friend come into town and he's on leave from the Marines, so I went up and hung out with him for a few days, saw some of my family, saw some old friends and whatnot, but I'm back down in Corvallis now, so there's going to be some more videos coming out in the near future. I also started having problems with getting the bumper to mount onto the car. I didn't show all of it in this video just because there was a lot of stuff, and I'm saving some of that context for the next video, but essentially I'm just having a hard time getting the fiberglass to work with the OEM brackets, so I think I have an idea and it's going to look pretty cool, but I'll save that for the next video. As always, if you like today's video, make sure you leave a like down below, consider subscribing for more car content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and dream big.